There's been a whole lot of anticipation surrounding the new Tomb Raider film. Lara Croft has gotten quite the update in recent years, including a whole new revamp of her franchise that's expanded on her character, giving us more about her origins and some more complexity as a whole. So naturally, fans are excited to see how the film adaptation fares in comparison, and if it lives up to the Lara that we all know and love in the video games. Prior to its release, there was actually a side-by-side video game film trailer comparison, and it's safe to say that it did carry over into the film too. It's actually kind of one giant Easter egg for the 2013 Tomb Raider game. So to further that, we're coming at you today with our list of the top 10 Easter eggs you missed in Tomb Raider. And obviously there are some spoilers in this video. Like, every number is pretty much a spoiler. Big time spoilers, even warned. And at number 10, her outfit. Let's start off this list with perhaps the most obvious Easter egg in the entire film. Her outfit. Let's do a little side-by-side comparison here. Take a look at the outfit that actor Alicia Vikander wears in the film, and here's the one from the game. It's pretty much identical. Girl even ends up with a bandage on her left arm. Note that the belt buckle though does feel a little bit more inspired by previous Lara Croft game, and even the early 2000s film adaptations of Tomb Raider. And at number 9, bow and arrow. While this one may seem super apparent due to all of the film's marketing, Lara uses a bow and arrow in the film. This is her weapon of choice in the game, which luckily ended up being more than just an aesthetic weapon used sparingly in the film. Up next at number 8, endurance. Jumping into something less obvious for this number, let's take a look at the ship that Lara is on when she sets out on her expedition. It's named Endurance, and ends up being struck by a violent storm that causes it to sink, stranding its survivors on an isolated island. Not only does the ship capsize in the film due to a violent storm, it's also named Endurance too. Neat. And at 7, visual cues. The 2013 game definitely packs quite the punch when it comes to action sequences, so naturally the film followed suit, and actually borrowed a few of those sequences and adapted them into live action. Fans of the games will notice familiar moments, like Lara being pulled down the river, Lara using a log to cross over a large gap, and Lara barely escaping a certain crumbling tomb. And at 6, Matthias' fate. Let's talk a little bit about a character other than Lara for a sec. Matthias Vogel, the leader of the expedition. In the game, he's a bit more shrouded in mystery. She first meets him when finding her friend Sam in the game after she's been separated from the group after the shipwreck. It's later revealed that he's the leader of the Solari. While the character has changed a bit, his motives are still nefarious, and his fate is quite similar. The two engage in a fight towards the end of the film, which results in Matthias falling off an edge, similar to how he meets his end in the game. And at number 5, first kill. One of the major aspects of the 2013 game that made it a hit was that the story dived into a much more complex version of Lara Croft that many fans of the franchise and casual players alike were not overly familiar with. Lara was given a whole lot more depth, and the emotional experiences that she traverses in the story made her much more of a compelling character. Luckily, quite a few of these moments made it into the film too, including when Lara has just killed a human for the first time. The scene in the film is pretty darn similar to the cinematic in the game. Up next at 4, tricky landings. It's not just the emotional moments that were adapted. Much of the action sequences made it into the film too. The game starts off with Lara being tied upside down, freeing herself by setting her rope on fire, which causes her to land on a spike that stabs her through her side. The film is slightly different when this happens. Rather than being tied up, Lara parachutes down from a plane, and upon landing gets stabbed by a branch into her side. Eek. Neither was pleasant. And at number 3, tool throwbacks. Fans of the game may have noticed this great little detail. The pickaxe that Lara uses is a replica of the one that the character uses in the 2013 video game. It's the same color and shape, and she even struggles to get it caught onto something, succeeding at the last minute, which also happens in the game. IGN also pointed out that the pulley tool that Lara finds in the wreckage of Endurance was quite similar to the one that she uses to enter and exit the tomb. And at number 2, the crashed plane sequence. One of the most iconic and suspenseful sequences in the game is when Lara is tumbling around inside the crashed plane. You know, the one that has fallen and is starting to collapse and is now being precariously held in between the foliage. Now in the game, after she's tumbling around, she lands on a glass window, cracking it. That's when she spots a parachute and cautiously reaches out for it, just in time. The glass breaks through and she drops, but parachute saves the day. The sequence moves almost shot for shot in the film, with the exception of Lara not landing on glass. The glass has already fallen out of the windows and her body is now on the empty shell of the plane's window frames. As the plane starts to shift, Lara grabs a parachute in the nick of time before the frames break off, causing her to fall. And once again, parachute saves the day. And finally, in at number 1, dual USP match pistols. Perhaps the biggest Easter egg in the film is the nod to Lara's weapon of choice from her earlier installments in the franchise, her dual USP match pistols. While the pistol models have changed quite a bit over the years in the games, these ones are very similar to the pistols that Angelina Jolie made popular in the Tomb Raider films of the early 2000s. Alright, there we have it, friends. Which of these Easter eggs did you love the most? Do you like the new film, or was the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders of the early 2000s 2000s more your cup of tea? Let us know your feels in comments below. If you dug this video, please show us some love by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. And if you want to check out more gaming vids, why not check out the playlist that's currently flashing on your screen right now. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one.